Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Lawrence. I want to talk to you a little bit about my state of Florida. They're in the news, and it's not for a very flattering reason. Just to give you a little bit of a backstory in regards to what this is all about. In Florida, there's this guy named Joe Redner, and Joe Redner, he founded Mons Venus, very famous strip club in the Tampa area. Ask anyone in Tampa who's ever been to a strip club. Ask them about Mons Venus. They'll probably tell you a couple of stories. But that's neither here nor there. So, Joe Redner has stage 4 lung cancer. And rather than conform to the pill mills of Florida, rather than go to his doctor and get something that could possibly lead to a coma or whatever the side effects are on those pills, he wants to grow his own medical marijuana. And he is now fighting the state of Florida. He's actually suing the state of Florida because they won't let him do it. He wants to do it so he can grow his own medical marijuana. Now, Florida, when it comes to marijuana, they've had a real big problem with it, man. They've had a big problem with it. Back in 2014, there was an Amendment 2, on the ballot, and it was asking if Florida should have the right to legalize medical marijuana. And there were people on both sides. John Morgan was on the pro side of it, and Sheriff Grady Judd from Polk County, who I used to somewhat respect. He was on the Bubba Show a lot, and he used to call in and talk about the sting operations, and he had some funny lines when they'd interview him on the news and stuff like that. But any and all respect I had for him completely gone out the window when he took the anti-medical marijuana establishment. He would much rather, it seems to me, he would much rather see someone buy pills which have been known to kill people over taking some medical marijuana to cure what is ailing them. So that is my big issue with Grady Judd. And he's also one of these by the book, I'm Johnny Law, letter to the law kind of guys, like, not in my county. He's kind of like those people that George Carlin talked about in his 1992 HBO special. The people with the whole NIMBY attitude, NIMBY, not in my backyard. Well, that's pretty much Grady Judd, basically. He basically, I don't know, he must think that he's all that in a bag of chips. But I digress. So anyway, in 2014, state of Florida, we had the midterm election, and the anti-medical marijuana people won that round. The vote needed 60% to pass, and the no's won out by 58%. So that shows you the math system is all messed up. But in 2016, the tide changed completely. John Morgan was still behind the pro-medical marijuana crowd, and we won it 71% to 29%. So that is great, but it seems as if when it comes to Florida, they are just dragging their feet. It takes an act of Congress for anything to get done. And Rick Scott, who the only good thing Rick Scott has ever done is when Hurricane Irma was getting ready to hit Florida, he really sprung into action then. But when it came to other things, he hasn't been all that proactive. And also, for anybody who may be watching this who's not in Florida, Rick Scott was a guy who had the biggest healthcare fine ever, and yet he won the position of governor of Florida. And the only good thing Rick Scott will ever do in the future is on January 20th, 2019, I believe, is when he is taken out of office, and whoever succeeds him, succeeds him. So yes, so congratulations, Florida. This is another thing that you have just managed to mess up. You legalized medical marijuana, but now you're just dragging your feet, and you have a couple of lawsuits on your hands now. You got John Morgan, who is suing you, and now Joe Redner is planning to sue you. So, congratulations, Florida. You dropped the ball yet again. And I'm happy to be out of your state anyway, all right? Because it was fun for a while, but now here in Kansas, things are a little different. Kansas is a little bit more of a conservative place than Florida is, but hey, it's not Florida. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.